Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we have my get ready with me. In the picture that is attached to the first part of this video is a picture of all the new stuff we're going to try. I do have the Benefit contour pen in that picture. I was looking at it more and this ain't going to work to fill in my brows. So we're not going to do brows today. Today was actually going to be the first day I was going to do. I'm like on camera, off camera, like I haven't even attempted to do them off camera. I keep trying to. Life has just been so crazy for me, but this isn't for that. So this is more like a contour thing, which it says brow contour, but I am new to brows. So comment down below and let me know what your favorite brow product is to fill in my brows. You guys can see them real quick. You see this one goes a little bit longer than this one. For some reason, it has stopped growing. I used to pluck them a lot when not too long ago when I was younger, and then I stopped to let them grow back out, and now I just clean them up. But this one definitely has grown. It has stopped too, to right here. And mine used to go down a little bit more, probably about here before I started doing all the plucking. And this one has just stopped. So I need to be able to get them to be shaped differently and to fill them in, because they are, ever since the whole plucking incident, they just aren't getting thicker. And they used to be really thick. I mean, look at my hair. I have extremely thick hair. And that's why I was plucking them, because they were just so thick and so irritating, and I hated my brows. So comment down below a product that is good for doing the fill-in and extending them and everything. And I will pick one up and we will try it out and get ready with me. But we're not going to today. I mean, and that one will be nice to have for after I have something to actually fill them in and everything. So I'm just putting on my Milk Makeup Hydrating Grip Primer. I got this from Sephora as a birthday gift a while back, and I just haven't used it. I've been obviously waiting. I always wait to try out any new products with you guys. I'm super excited to try out the Tarte Breezy bronzer, and because we're trying out a cream bronzer and a stick blush that I got with this grip primer, we're also going to go ahead and use a stick highlighter. So our face is going to be all creams. We have the Breezy cream bronzer, and then we have the Milk Makeup little mini cheek and lip that I got with the Milk Hydro Grip, and then their mascara. It came with that primer, the mascara, and then that lip and chick. Like, words are hard, guys, I swear. And then we're gonna go ahead and do my Physicians Formula highlighter. It is a gorgeous highlighter. Let me swatch it real quick for you guys. I haven't used it in a long time. I used to do powders, and then my face, this was before I got so into skincare, my face had a lot of texture. I mean, look at that, that's gorgeous. I love this highlighter. So I went to creams and I bought this, and then I bought their bronzer as well. And they have a new line out, so I am interested in trying that out. So I will probably pick that up in the next like few weeks or so. And we'll test it out together. But, and then I just became a skincare junkie, and now I'm using powders again. So I haven't used that in a long time. All right, so we got that Milk Makeup Grip Primer on. So my cousin went to school for cosmetology, and she works at a salon, and she knows how I learn. And I've, throughout this time of trying to learn my makeup and get out of that basic makeup funk I was in, I was talking to her the other day, and she told me about an app called Marco Polo. Never heard of it until she had mentioned it, but she told me to download it, so I did. And she did her makeup, like full on face and everything. Even though I was asking more questions about eyes, my outer V, that seems to always be my struggle. Like, I can get my crease color up here just fine. I have hooded eyes, and so my crease is pretty low. It's right here. I don't have a lot of hood space. Most people's crease are higher up. So I usually put mine like about here, like under my brow bone. That I don't have a problem with. I've gotten that down pat. It's getting this outer corner V here and getting it just to look nice, right? And to put it in right, use the right brushes, that type of stuff. But she went ahead and she didn't have any makeup on anyway, so she went ahead and did a full-on makeup video, and I watched it, and I think I have an idea, but I meant to get up at 4 a.m. yesterday for work and go ahead and kind of play around with my eyes, give me time to figure it out before this video. Well, I set my alarm for p.m. instead of 4 a.m. So I just did a basic look all around yesterday because I didn't have time to kind of play around and mess with it. But so today we're gonna try out the way that she told me to do it, the brushes, the type of brushes she told me to use. So just bear with me because I haven't been able to practice her way yet. But so anyways, we got that hydrating grip primer on. Typically, if we were gonna do brows, I was gonna go ahead and jump into brows next, but we're not doing brows. So we're gonna just jump on into eyeshadow. And I'm so excited for today's eyeshadow. It is from my BoxyCharm for this month, the Violet Voss All of You Forever. Such pretty colors. Look at that. I mean, in the video for my BoxyCharm, when we swatched this, gorgeous colors. So gorgeous. And I'm just gonna use the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. I really like this one. And she suggested also setting it like my primer with a powder, which I've done that from time to time, or setting it with an eyeshadow that's close to your skin tone. But we're gonna go ahead and just set it with a powder. And I have done that from time to time. I don't do it every day. My eyes aren't oily. She said that's why she does it more so, because she has oily eyelids compared to the reasoning of doing it because she has hooded eyes and small eyes. Her eyes are both hooded and small. She's got very itty bitty tiny eyes. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on and then set it and let it sit for a minute, and then we will jump into our eyeshadow. Let's hope it turns out decent. I mean, can't be too bad because I can't make it worse than what I've made it on camera already a few times. I mean, my last Get Ready With Me, I was so happy with my makeup. I didn't really do an outer V per se, but I was happy with it. I thought it looked really, really pretty. So hopefully maybe today will be the same. I hope everyone's had a great week so far. I hope you guys had a great relaxing weekend. I worked, so it was just work and family time. That's it. So I'm gonna let this sit for a minute, and then we're gonna go ahead and set the primer. And I guess in the meantime, maybe I should have done that and then put on my primer. I just wanted to give that time to soak in. It was very sticky putting it on, but my face is actually really smooth. It's not that tacky. It's slightly tacky, but not bad at all. And I'm so excited too because we're gonna try out the, oh, it's not in there, it's over here. Well, the Tasha like putty primer today for my pore primer. I know people say it's a lot like the e.l.f. putty primer, and it probably is, and I hope it works. I just got a little sample size. It's not, or a travel size. It's not like a sample size like this. It's in an actual container. It's a little travel size. The putty primer for e.l.f. just didn't work for me. And I tried it a few times, tried it with a few different foundations, things like that, and it just did not work for me. So we're gonna try this one and see if it does. When I swatched it in my what I got, it was so nice and silky and smooth, and I know that it's got really good skincare properties, so that will be nice. So I'm just getting my color swatch out to use, and we're going to use the Tarte Shape Tape to set the eyes. I haven't been setting my face lately. I kind of go in spurts. Like, I feel like if my face is hydrated enough, I will set my face, but for the most part, I haven't been that much lately just because I have such dry skin, aging skin. I'm getting old. I'm 34. I turned 34 in December. So I don't like to set my face because sometimes I feel like it makes it worse. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go in now with just kind of a flat Morphe brush to set those eyes real quick. You don't want a lot though. We're just wanting to lay down a powder base to just set that makeup to, or that eyeshadow primer to just kind of keep it there in place. And I'm just patting it in. I'm not rubbing or anything. I don't want to cause more wrinkles on my face. I already have, I think it's texture up there. I'm not sure if it's texture or if it's like fine lines, but I'm not gonna lie, I haven't always been the best with my skincare until probably the last, oh, I don't know, 8 months or so, probably. And I'm definitely making sure I'm setting in my natural crease because I seem to crease a lot there like my eyeshadows do. So I want to make sure I get that set really well. I really like this eyeshadow primer from Too Faced, the Shadow Insurance. I really like it. I have another one to try out at some point that I got in my BoxyCharm for this month. If you haven't checked that video out, I actually just posted it. It's not titled because I'm an idiot and totally forgot when I did it, when I uploaded it, to put a title on what it is. So it's just dated for the 25th of January 2021 is the title. And that YouTube just put that there because I didn't put a title. I did it so early in the morning, like before I even went to work. My husband takes me to work because he uses the car for work, so a lot of times he takes me, and so I was waiting for him to finish getting ready. I was ready to go, and so I decided to upload it then. But so we'll try that out at some point. I would like to not open it when it's not needed, and then have two of them just, you know, chilling there. So we're gonna open it when I'm out of this insurance eyeshadow primer, which might be a few months. I actually don't remember what the eyeshadow primer was, like the brand, but go check out that video. It was an amazing box. That's where this eyeshadow palette's coming from. So excited to try it. It looks so gorgeous. And when I saw what the two eyeshadow primers eyeshadows could be for BoxyCharm for this month, I was really hoping for the Violet Voss. The Sauté London one looked nice too, but I really wanted the Violet Voss one. So I'm really, really pleased with my box for BoxyCharm. Now, Ipsy, on the other hand, we'll get into a conversation of that here in a bit, because it's not Ipsy I'm upset with, it's DHL. And I'm just so sick of it. I hate postal service sometimes. Our postal office here, the people there, they just suck. But even today, it's not them. And I did not grab a lip for today, I noticed. So I think we're just gonna, I'll probably just put on like, well, I have lip stuff right over here. I could grab if I want to, but I'll probably just put on a, just probably one of my Sol de Janeiro lip balms, just kind of keep it hydrated. I also got a lip mask in my BoxyCharm, and I put that on every night, and it works really well. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and dive on in to our first color. I have all my brushes here, and I have a lot of brushes. I'm gonna try and use this Morphe M505. It is a little bit bigger of a blending brush, and we're gonna jump in to let's jump into Wishful. Dang it. Let's jump into Wishful. This one right here. It looks like a pinky brown. I'm not gonna put a lot on to start. I never do. Tap off your excess. And I'm gonna lift my brows just because of having the hooded eyes. You want to be able to give yourself enough space to work with, because hooded eye gals don't have the space that normal people do. This is a really, really, really pretty color. I didn't put very much on it at all, but I can always go back and put more on if I want. It's gorgeous. Yeah, you guys can see that. And I'm holding the brush towards the back more and barely touching my skin. I'm just very lightly going back and forth, like windshield wiper motions, and then little circular motions as well to blend it into the crease that I have created. People with hooded eyes, we have to create our own crease. That's pretty. And then you notice how my eyes lifted, looking straight ahead lifted, you can see it, and then I go down and you can barely see it. You can see a little bit poking through right here, and that's because of the hood. Okay, I think we're gonna put just a little bit more on, and then we'll move on to the next eye, and then we'll move on to the outer V. So my plans for today, I have to run to Walmart and get more makeup remover wipes. I really need to just also buy more than one package and leave one here in my room and my desk here and in the bathroom, because I suck at remembering. Like when I do my videos and my get readies with me, I always forget to bring my makeup remover wipes. And just a few things like shaving cream. I wonder if it's still snowing. It did snow a little bit last night. It looks like it's stopped snowing. It was snowing a little bit this morning too. So having my brows done would be very helpful for my eyeshadow as well, because you don't want to extend past. So I'm trying not to extend past what my natural brow here is, because this one isn't going to extend out that much further once I do my brows. This one I'm going to have to kind of estimate. So yeah, that's about right. All right, so we're going to move on to the other eye with this crease color. It's a really pretty color. I like it. I sometimes tilt my head so I can find my crease as well and lift the brow. Over here, I feel like I sometimes get it right up, like on top of my brow bone or right above it sometimes. Like, I feel like this eye can be the hardest for me. And I also feel like this eye is shaped a little different. I think, I don't know, they're about the same as far as the hoodness. I don't think I have one that's more hooded than the other. Some girls do. Some hooded eye girls will have some that are more hooded than others. And I'm looking straight on, but with this eye closed, just because it's easier for me to see with my eye lifted, at least while I'm putting the color in. And then I can open it back up. What else was I gonna say? And then just the circular motions, back and forth. Like a windshield wiper. I don't remember what I was gonna say. So we're almost to my goal to be able to do my giveaway. That I'm happy about. I'm excited about. Okay, you see how I created my own crease here? Yeah. There's no such thing as too much blending. So this video might be a little bit longer than what most of mine have been lately, but that's also because I'm just really trying to focus on this eye look and do what my cousin recommended. And I'm just very oh so lightly touching. Like I'm barely, the brush is barely touching my lids. All right, so we have that first color and it is so pretty, guys. So pretty, look at that. And I went above, as you see, I left a little bit of space from where this crease is to like right here, because we're gonna put in that crease color now. Oops. Okay, so been using the wrong brush. That's number one that I found out while watching her video and talking to her. So we're gonna try this a little different, and I really hope it works. Really hope it doesn't get too messed up, because it can look crazy if it does. I'm gonna try this Luxie brush. It's a smaller one, and it's just called a mini round. And we're gonna dive on into Charmed. So we're gonna dive into this deeper brown. And even before this, don't put a lot on. Like, it's a lot harder to take off excess than to add on. So you can always build up and add on. So I used to, before talking to her, would put it in this very, very outer corner where there's this extra skin and it dips down right here. So probably not the best place for me to put it. And that's something she told me that, you know, if that didn't work, then go up a little bit higher. And then also kind of fill around where like you can, I have something on my, hold on, something on my eyelid, something black. Okay, I think I got it. You can also fill around right here and feel like kind of where it would kind of dips, and it's about right here. So that's where I'm gonna start placing. You want it to make a V. That's the goal. Now she started in her crease, but she also said, you know, if it's easier for you, then start down. And then I'm gonna slightly, just very, very slightly, bring it up into right on that crease. And you know, and if I get a little bit on my lid, that's okay, because we'll be putting a shimmery color there. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more, open my eye, close it. Now I'm gonna move into that crease. Ever so gently and very like slow and soft. I'm gonna raise my eyebrow a little. Like, you never want to blend out either. You always want to blend in. And this we're just using to apply the color. And that's what's part of my problem too, is I was using the same brush a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times I was using the same brush to apply and blend. So we're going to use this brush to apply it, and then we're going to use a smaller brush to blend it. And you can pack it on however dark you want. And I'm not going all the way in. I'm going about 1/3 of the way in. We're gonna add just a little bit more. I know it seems like a tedious step, but you know what? If I have to take these extra steps and extra time because I have hooded eyes, then so be it, as long as it gets me a really pretty look. And I trust my cousin, and hers looked really good when she was all done. All of her makeup did. I trust her. And I'm sure once I, you know, get used to this and I get it down more, I'll be faster. So I promise that to you guys. Okay. You don't want to extend it too far out too. And I think that's kind of what I was doing. I don't feel like I have enough on the outside a little, so we're gonna tap off that excess. Fill in this area. You don't have a lot of lid space when you have hooded eyes. That's the thing. Okay, now I'm going to take a blending brush. I'm going to take this Morphe M330, and it looks really messy, but we're going to slightly blend it. And I'm just very, very softly blending it. And I'm going to kind of blend it out this way and flick it out while blending it. I'm gonna lift my eyebrow a little. Sorry guys, I'm not very talkative right now. And you can always, if it lightens up after you've done blending, you can always go back and add. And you can kind of see that V a little right here, see? But I didn't extend it all the way out. I'm not comfortable doing that yet, but I did extend it out slightly. So I like it. It looks pretty. So we're gonna head to the next eye. That one's always the hardest for me. This eye is always the hardest. I always feel like I get things up too far. I'm gonna go ahead and slightly pull up. This one is where, this eye is where I will get fallout. So I'm just gonna slightly just pull up a little on that skin, just so I can find my crease. I feel like this one, this eye, my crease is kind of And I'm talking about my natural crease, not the crease that I created. I just feel like, let me see, maybe if I use this mirror for this eye. I just feel like this eye is a lot harder for me. I get a lot of fallout with this eye. And then a lot of times I go up too high. And it looks a little different too. Always does. This eye always looks different. I think it's shaped a little different than my other one. It's a little harder to do it with that mirror. All right. We're gonna blend out and flick up a little, then blend a little here. Circular motions down here. Like I said, if you get shadow on your lid, totally fine. You can cover that with your shimmer shadow. If you don't forget to put it on, like I've done the last couple of weeks, not every day, but there's been days I'm like, I'm forgetting something. What am I forgetting? Oh, it's my shimmer color. I don't know why. So I feel like this is blended out well, but I don't feel like I have a V. Like it wasn't created very well. So I'm gonna attempt to go back in just a little. I'm not gonna apply too much, and I'm gonna tilt my head again. Okay. Now I'm gonna do some more blending, ever so slightly. And I'm gonna take the brush and flick up again, blend it, flicking up. And then a little bit in the crease. I promise, once I get better at this technique she's taught me or trying to teach me, I will go faster, I promise. Normally I get it up too high, and I feel like I'm not even getting it up high enough at all. That's so funny. Like I'm like really concentrating, and I feel like I don't have it up high enough to see it. I just want a little bit, just a little bit, I promise. No, you can see a little bit of it now. So now I'm gonna blend it just a little bit. Does anyone have any New Year's resolutions? I'm kind of curious who's actually doing that this year. Mine is just simple. I mean, it sounds very cliche, because it seems like everybody does some type of weight loss New Year's resolution. Mine isn't to lose weight. Mine is to stick with my weight loss plan and lose the weight. Obviously, if I stick to my weight loss plan, I'll lose the weight. So it's not even necessarily about the weight loss. It's just sticking to a plan for once, like following through, that type of thing. Okay, yeah, you can see it there ever so slightly, just like with the other one, because I'm not comfortable yet going too crazy. I will get there. I'm just not comfortable with that yet, just because I'm learning this new technique. But I like it, and it blended pretty good. Those are amazing shadows. I'll be playing around the rest of the week with this palette, so that will be fun. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and use another Luxie Precision Crease to do my shimmer color. I'm gonna spray it with my MAC Prep and Prime. Prep and Prime. I can't speak today, guys. Words are so hard for me to find today. Just because it gives a little bit better of pigment. And we're gonna go ahead and dive in with Lovebird. No, let's go ahead and do Juicy, because the color is pretty intense up there. So we'll do Juicy. And I don't take my shimmer too far up because it will transfer on my lid, I mean my crease, because of having the hooded eyes. So I signed up for influencer. Does anyone else do that? Do influencer? I'm waiting to hear back. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't accept me. Like, especially because I connected my Twitter account and there's like, I have like, I think close to 3,000 followers on there. Hell of a lot less on there than on here. Or I mean, a lot more on there than on here. I'm still kind of bitter about the fact that on YouTube you have to have X amount of subscribers to be able to do live videos. I just think that kind of makes it seem like such a popularity contest. And I don't think that's fair. Because I feel like so many people like me, that's an itty bitty channel that's trying to grow my channel and trying to make friends and learn and have fun with it. Like, I don't know. I just don't think it's right. That's all. All right, so now we're just gonna do liner. I'm not gonna use any liner in my waterline today. I've been using that Too Faced Killer eyeliner and it's killing it. I love it. But we are going to go in with Infinity. It's just a black shadow as liner on the waterline. Tap off any excess. And use this mirror. Oh, I have a crusty in the corner of my eye. Let's get rid of that first. And then we're just gonna put it in the waterline. Hope it's not too black. Ooh, yeah, that's black. That's fine. I can probably go in and smudge it out. And I'm not gonna take it all the way in either. I probably should have grabbed a smaller brush. That's my fault. So it's a little bit bigger of a line than I normally do. We're just gonna, let's go a little bit further in. I was gonna say we're just gonna go there, but let's go ahead and extend it just slightly. I don't wanna go all the way in. There we go. So we're gonna extend it to there. Any excess. Yeah, I totally should have used a smaller brush, my bad. So Miss Lillian's going back to school soon. I believe it's next week. They've had kindergarten, first and second, and then now they're doing third, fourth, and fifth. I'm gonna get a smaller one. That's a little, get my angled one, but I'm gonna try to smudge it out for a minute using a smudger brush. I might just smudge it out. I just feel like this is a really nice intense black. I will give it that for sure. So I'm just using this shader brush to kind of smudge it out there. Okay. All right, so our eyes are done. What do you guys think? I like it. It will get better as I practice more, and I'll be practicing all week with her technique. So, all right, so now we're gonna dive into the Tasha Primer. We're gonna go ahead and put that on, and I'm so excited for, and it's so nice and smooth. I am so excited for our foundation too. I've used this foundation in the past. It's just not been the right shade for me. And I loved how it just was very hydrating on my skin. I felt like it was hydrating. It didn't feel like I was even wearing foundation, but the color was definitely off. So I've gotten better at picking my colors now. So hopefully it looks better than it did when I used it last. And I'm just putting this where I have pores. So my normal spot that I put my pore primers. And then tapping it in like I always do. I have something on my hand that's getting on this primer. I don't know what that would be. I feel like it's gave me more of a blurring effect, except it's kind of balling a little. I think it's because of the Hydro Grip primer too, because I put that everywhere. So I just think it's too much on my face. Let's get that off of there. I feel like it's definitely working better than the Putty Primer for me, for sure. It's definitely giving it like a blurring effect. It's, I mean, nothing takes away your pores, nothing, but anything to minimize them, right? To where they're not 100% noticeable. I don't know what. There's gotta be something on my hands. Maybe it's eyeshadow, because that looks black. I wonder if it's black shadow. Because now it's on my face. Yeah, there's some black shadow right there. That's probably why. Okay. Maybe that's gonna help. All right, now we're gonna put this on the forehead. I'm just gonna smooth it over. And this is a pretty generous size. Like, I definitely didn't want to go with the full size, especially because of not knowing how it was gonna work. But it worked really good. It's even like you can even see up here on my forehead, it gave kind of this blurring effect. And it's definitely minimized up my pores. I love my Milk Blur Stick as well, but I wanted to try this out. I've been wanting to try it out, and I was gonna go ahead and get my Milk Blur Stick too, but I figured I would wait and see how this worked. And if this works as good as the Milk makeup, then I was like, I'll just use this until that runs out, and then I'll go buy my Milk makeup and kind of switch back and forth between the two. I mean, Knowing me, I'll probably end up going and getting my Milk makeup too, just because I really like that one. But look at it. I just applied it on my forehead, my nose, and right here, and it's definitely gave a nice smooth blurring effect. Now we're gonna jump in with the foundation I was talking about that I have tried before, just the wrong shade, and my skin wasn't all that great when I first used it, so it is gonna be different because I have better skin now. And we're gonna go ahead and use the sponge, the beauty sponge that I got from my BoxyCharm, the one that came with the little ball that you can stick it in and wash it in the washer. But I'm gonna first apply this with a brush. I've been doing that lately, applying it with a brush, not like rubbing it everywhere, but just kind of stippling it on. And this is the Tarte Sea Water Foundation in light neutral. A lot of my darks lately have been too dark, so I'm just gonna, ooh, okay, that came out kind of fast. But this looks like this is gonna work very well for me, the color and everything. A lot of my darks lately, like if you saw my BoxyCharm video, you saw that I'm a little nervous about the it dripped on my nose, about the, what do you call it, the CC cream that I got in my box, because it was supposed to be a very like kind of light slash dark color, like in the middle, and it looks really dark. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and stipple this on with my It Cosmetics airbrush, and then we will go back in with that beauty sponge. Especially where I applied that primer, the Tasha Primer, you definitely don't want to rub. You want to definitely stipple there, because you don't want to move around that primer. And I'm so happy that my Shape Tape has been working out for me. It's been nice. And then if you have any mistakes with your makeup, like your eye makeup, it's so easy to just put on your foundation, your face stuff after. That's one reason why I do it, because then you can use your foundation to do some cleanup. And then if you have any fallout, you know, I can go ahead and swirl down here. I am gonna put a tiny bit more on my chin because I didn't put that much on there. And then I'll bring that down to my neck as well. There we go. I feel like this foundation definitely looks a lot better than it did when I used it the first time. And I feel like I'm so glad I got this color. Because, like I said, when I got it last time, it was too dark. And this is light neutral. Okay, so we're done with that. I'm going to go ahead and spray that sponge now just to get it wet with my setting spray. I don't want it super wet. And we're going to go back over it. You know, you get harsh lines when you use a brush a lot of times. So I want to get rid of any harsh lines. And you definitely want to make sure it's wet. That's why I'll spray a couple times, not just once. You don't want it too wet because you don't want it to take your makeup off. But you want it but you want it wet in order to get it blended out. And I really don't think that Hydro Grip primer and the Tasha primer went well together. I'm pretty sure it was some balling up, and that's why. Because I just found a little bit more. Which is fine. You know, lesson learned, right? You know, maybe not put the Hydro Grip everywhere. Put it in the spots that I'm not gonna put the Tasha pore primer. But look how hydrating and amazing this looks. Like, it looks really good. It feels really good. It doesn't feel like I have a lot of foundation on, if any. Like, and I love foundations like that. I don't like the ones where you can just feel this cakeness. I don't like that. Oh, there's a child calling for me. So I'm probably gonna end up having to pause you guys real quick, and I'll be right back. But look at that. Such a gorgeous finish, isn't it, guys? And I find it, I mean, I feel like it's a little tad little dark, but it's not bad at all. Like, not like the last time. The last time I got this foundation months and months ago, it was a lot darker. So, ooh, I have stuff all over my, okay, well, my desk is quite dirty. All right, I'm gonna have to pause here for a minute. It's probably Violet asking me when she's supposed to go to the bus stop. So I'm sorry. This is one reason why it would be nice to be able to do them live. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, yep, I was right. Sorry, guys. As I was saying, love this foundation. Love it, love it. Gonna use it all week. I think next week we have that, I should have grabbed it when I was out there to show you. From my BoxyCharm, we have the Pure CC cream, and we'll be using that one next week. But I will definitely be using all week this foundation. I love it. And I'll definitely be trying out that Tasha a little differently. I think I will just put that in my pore area, and then a different one, like a hydrating one, on the other parts of my face. So now we're gonna go in with my Tape Shape, and I've just been putting it lower just because I got old lady skin down there. So, and I'm gonna go ahead and spray my sponge, but not too wet. I did that one day, and oh my gosh, what the heck just happened to my sponge? Okay, well, I got it too wet, and it took quite a bit of blending to do. Move my mirror a little. You just want your sponge wet so it's easier to apply it, but you don't want it too wet. Because if you don't have it wet, it's just gonna move the makeup around. It's not gonna actually get it into your skin. And I'm applying it lower than I have been for that reason that I said. I've got fine lines and wrinkles. Sometimes I feel like my makeup brings that out even more. I don't know what the heck happened to this. It got a little squishy, so I'm going to use a different one. Let that dry a minute. I think I wetted it a little too much. Okay. I'm just gonna blend this out. It makes me so happy that I can use this now. Because I sure as heck wasn't able to before, but I've been like I said, doing a lot of skincare. I mean, look at that, flawlessly. And we're gonna set it with that Shape Tape as well. I probably could apply more than what I do, but I don't want to put too much under my eyes because of my fine line. And we're just gonna take a Moda blending brush, tap off excess. Oops, I tapped off all of it. And I'm just gonna pat it on. I'm not gonna go in and rub around that skin. It's already very thin and wrinkled and all that. My older gals understand what I'm saying. But I mean, doesn't that look amazing? I'm so happy. So happy with being able to use my Shape Tape now. All right, so now we're gonna apply over here. I'm gonna spray just a little bit on here. All right. Oh, I think my husband just got home. I feel like one of my eyes, it's a lot easier to blend it too. Even my Benefit one, I feel the same way. I feel like it blends easier on one eye, and one eye of mine gets like more dark circles than the other. So let's talk about the issue with my Ipsy bag. I am not happy about it all. Miss Lillian's is here. It's been here. It's been sitting because we're waiting for Violet's to be able to do our Ipsy Glam Bag Sister vs. Sister that we do every month with their bags. And hers is in the same spot as mine, Sumner, Washington, which is not very far from me. I could drive there and go pick up her bag and my bag. It's at DHL's. Both our bags are at DHL's warehouse or facility. I don't know if they call it a warehouse or not, but it's just, they're both there. And hers hasn't been there too long. Hers has been there since the 23rd. I mean, I want hers to get here so we can do that bag because Lillian is being so patient waiting to be able to do that video so she can have the stuff in her bag. But I would like mine too. So mine has been there since the 16th. It said tender to delivery service, USPS waiting item. It says that it's at DHL facility, and it's been there since the 16th. When Lillian's got there, 3 days later, it was here at our post office. And that's what has always happened in the past as well with mine, is once it gets there, it's there for about 3 days. And it doesn't say that it's on its way. It just updates to it's here every month. And I've been doing Ipsy for a very long time. I'm loving my complexion right now. What do you guys think? Beautiful foundation. It barely feels like you have it on. It has hyaluronic acid, so it's hydrating. My under eyes look flawless and amazing. But I've contacted Ipsy a few times. They said that after 15 days of the time that it was shipped, not including weekends and holidays, they will send me a replacement and they'll open up like a case or whatever with DHL. So I have to wait a little bit longer. But it's been some time now. I mean, the 16th is when it got there, so it's just extremely frustrating that I don't have it. And this has never happened before. I've always had my bag when it gets there 3 days, like I said. And I've contacted DHL and they haven't wrote me back. So I will be giving them a nice little phone call today. I don't think they're gonna enjoy. because my guess is they probably lost it or they forgot that it's there somehow. I don't know how you'd forget that, but okay, so now we're gonna jump into the Tarte Breezy, and I'm just gonna use a beauty sponge. This is how I do my cream bronzers. I could have bought the brush with this. It comes with a brush, but it's okay. I don't need the brush. I'm just wet the sponge. And I kind of squeeze it a little to get it into that shape. And then press it on. That's gorgeous. And we'll get it blended out. Such a pretty color. So, yeah, I'm just waiting for them to get me my bag. Like, I have never waited this long for my bag from Ipsy. I mean, Ipsy always ships my bags pretty fast. And it's not Ipsy I have the beef with. It's DHL. Like, a little bit goes a long ways with this stuff. And this goes on very, very nice. And it's got blended in, especially over here in my forehead. I probably put a little too much. So we're just gonna sit here and blend it while I vent about my bag. It's just very frustrating because it's like the end of the month and I don't have it, and I've never had to wait this long for it. I've never had an issue with my shipping with Ipsy, or my Ipsy bags. I shouldn't say with Ipsy because, like I said, it's not them. They got their bag out. They can't control what happens once it ships. I feel like that side's pretty blended. This side needs a little bit more because I put a little too much on. You live or learn though, right? I love it though. It's such a pretty color. I think, and it went on so nicely. It went over this foundation really well. I think that's the best I'm gonna get it. I don't want to rub it though with a brush because I like how it goes on and looks with the sponge. So I think we're just gonna leave it like that. All right, now we're gonna go in with this. And I'm just going to, oh wait, no, what am I doing? I need my blush first. Yeah, that so needs blended still on the side. Oh. Today we've had some problems with makeup, just a little. Probably shouldn't have put as much on. That side is blended fine. This side, I feel like, is what it is. Is what it is. All right, we're gonna now use this blush, and I'm just gonna start over here. And that's going on very smoothly. I'm gonna have to grab this, slightly wet it. And now we're gonna blend that blush. Look how pretty that blush is. I hope you guys can see it because it's gorgeous. Yeah, that's really pretty. It looks like I have a bunch of bronzer right there for some reason on, like, in the camera, but I don't. It's not, I don't know why it's looking like that. It's not all over like that. It's a very pretty and subtle blush here. I might add some more to this side. Let's add some more. Oh, the husband's vacuuming. I'm sorry, guys. All right. So let's go ahead and blend. That looks good. Let's go ahead and blend this side. So pretty. I really like this. I'm gonna blend it into that bronzer a little. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna keep that cap on. Kind of has a cherry smell to it, but not like medication cherry smell, because I hate those. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the highlighter. And we're just gonna apply it right here. I don't want to press too hard on my skin, so we're gonna just slightly apply it. And I'm just gonna use my finger for this to blend it out. When I've used, like in the past, I've used a beauty blender when I've used this in the past, and it blends it out too much. I don't know why. I feel like it's really hard for you guys to see in the camera this side, to see everything, but this side just looks like, woo, like a glob. Like, I promise there isn't bronzer everywhere right there. And now we're gonna put it on the nose. And then, like I said, just use the finger to blend it. It's such a pretty highlighter. I just haven't been using cream highlighters. Really cute though. I love the bronzer. It's so gorgeous. Okay, and it's a very subtle highlighter, but that's okay. I like subtle highlighters. And that's it, guys. That is it. That is all I have for you guys today. And my complaint about my bag. So I will try to update you guys. My next video will be my weigh-in on Friday. Hopefully by that point I'll know anything about my bag and when I'm getting and what's going on, and I will definitely update you guys about that. Oh yeah, and then this was in my last what I got. I don't even know if you guys have seen this one yet. I may have spoiled at least that. I don't remember. Now I gotta fix up the hair a little. I have the spray stuff I can put on that will help with that, but we're just gonna do that for now, and then I'll go in the bathroom and spray it and fix it the rest of the way, like any flyaways. It's from Playa, I think is how you say it. I got it as an add-on for my Ipsy a while back for Miss Lillian because of her curls, like her natural curls, and she doesn't even use it, so I use it when I curl my hair. Oh, mascara. We forgot mascara. Gosh. And I actually was going to put that on today before putting my concealer on, and I forgot because I was like, oh, might as well, whatever. I'm getting better at things. And then I totally spaced it. Okay, well, just kidding. Mascara, and then I'll let you guys go. And as far as my lips, I'm just going to put on like a hydrating balm. I'm not going to do any lip color today. But we have the Milk Kush mascara that I got in that kit with the blush and the Hydro Grip Primer for my birthday. This has a huge wand. Holy crap. It's definitely giving me some volume. I like it. I'm just not used to such big wands, but I like it. It's just a little small, like travel size type of thing. Did I show you guys the size of the Tasha? I'll have to show you guys. Comment down below too and let me know what you guys think of the products today. I'm sure most of you have used the foundation because it ain't a new foundation. And like I said, it's not new to me. It's just one that I bought when I started getting more into makeup. And I've worn foundation in the past, but more like when I was a teenager, like in high school. And back then, you know, we didn't even blend out eyeshadow. If we did, you know, put it on more than just one color. You know, we didn't blend down to our neck, things like that. So, and I really wasn't the best at picking my shades. I didn't know much about shades with foundation back then. Like I said, I've always just been kind of this basic makeup kind of gal until this past year. So I'm still learning, but I got this foundation from someone who recommended it, and I loved it. I love how it feels. I love, oops, the way it looks. It gives a nice hydrating feel, a hydrating look. So just comment down below, and if you used any of these products, let me know what your thoughts are on them, and comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are on this look. I'm pleased, especially with my eye makeup. I feel like I didn't do too bad. I probably should have went out just a little bit further on the outer V, but it just makes me so nervous. Like, I just get so nervous about it. But I'm gonna go ahead and practice throughout the week, and then next week, hopefully, I'll be a pro at it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave any questions down below you have for me, and I'll answer them in next week's Get Ready With Me. Let me know what you think about this look, which we need to spray it down with some setting spray that I forgot about. So let's do that. Too Faced Hangover. Love that. It's hydrating. Love that one. And if you're new to my channel, before leaving, don't forget to subscribe. We're almost to that 200 subscriber goal, and then we're doing a giveaway, and I'm so excited for that. I love giving back to you guys. I did that last winter, so about a year ago now. I did a giveaway and I really enjoyed it, and I just love giving back to you guys. So don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Leave any questions down below. Let me know what you think of today's look. Let me know if you've used any of these products and what you think about them. Oh, that mascara got some, okay, gonna have to clean that up. When I sprayed, it got my eyes a little, and there's some mascara under there, but I'll clean it up here in a minute when I get off camera. Just let me know if there's any products you would like to see me try, and I will definitely consider picking them up and trying them. Like I said, Physicians Formula came out with a new line that I'm gonna look into and probably purchase here in the next few weeks. I know there's like a matte bronzer. I mean, I have their other bronzer, but they revamped it. There's a blush that isn't new, but I've seen it and thought about picking it up, but at that time I wasn't into blush. I wasn't trying blush. I'm not sure if they have a highlighter. They have a new foundation, which I loved their foundation before. They only have, I think, like 12 shades, which is kind of rough, you know. That's not a lot, but I feel like that's also, compared to other drugstore brands, it's a lot. And I think they have like a Putty Primer as well. Which I don't think I'll pick that up, but I will definitely pick up at least the foundation. It looked really, really nice and dewy, and I like dewy foundations. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on Friday for my weigh-in. Bye.